on, world? What's going on, world? We back with another video. This is Brothers to Death. We back in the building. Excuse me. We back in the building with another video, right, guys? About to get it in today. Today, let the notification get out. So today, we're going to be discussing teaching children, right? We're going to be teaching about teaching children. So this is for people. This is for people who have children, people who plan on having children, and people who have to interact with children. Right? Hold on, guys. How you guys doing out there? Put the green hearts in the chat. Thank you, thank you. The water. This one's gonna be good today, right? Appreciate the gift. So today, we're gonna be in the Holy Tabernacles Guide for better living, purity, and neatness, and maintenance of health, right? And this particular topic today is children. So this is what we're going to be talking about, okay? Let some people get in here. Once again, when you come into the live feed, we would greatly appreciate it if you can like, if you can subscribe. Also leave us a chat while I'm live as well. We go by Brothers to Death. You can check out our music on all streaming platforms. We got music videos. We got interviews, vlogs. We got the whole 9 yards, right? Also, we do food reviews, different types of vlogs, day in the lives. Also, we do these live feeds where we come in and give you guys important information, right? So today, children, a very important topic and a very touchy topic. But this stuff is coming from the Most High. This is His guidance on how we should teach children, right? So this is for people who have children, who are children, or people who plan on having children or interacting with children, right? So let's get into it with no further ado. If your children were always spotless, clean, never made any noises, were always pleasant when spoken to, jumped up at every request, and never talked back, there would be something very much the matter with them. They aren't born that way. And it is a very long time before they come to believe that there is some virtue in what you ask of them. However, there are certain manners that children should be continually encouraged to cultivate, right? Number one, they should always exercise using please, thank you, and excuse me. They are words that can save everyone a great deal of trouble and anxiety. Number two, a child should get into the habit of greeting their friends as adults do one another. A child should also be taught to share and be generous to their acquaintances. A left-handed child is just that, left-handed. A child should be discouraged about asking for gifts, money, etc., especially from strangers. A child should be not encouraged to make derogatory or negative statements about anyone. A child should be taught the dangers of becoming an eavesdropper, talebearer, tattleteller, spy, busybody, peeping Tom, etc. How you doing? I can't understand your name. I'm doing well. How are you? Where are you watching from? You guys come in the video, put where you guys are watching from, man. Drop some green hearts in the building. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Right? A child should know how to answer the telephone properly, greeting the person on the other end politely. May I ask who this is? And may I take a message, etc. A child should know not to give any type of information to anyone over the phone. A child should never be disrespectful, especially to elders. Right? Now we're going to go briefly into how children should be taught. Right? So pay attention. The children should be taught how to greet people and be kind and courteous around adults, authority, family members, as well as their own peers. Keep in mind that parents teach their children according to their own responses and actions. By that, I mean how the parents show attitudes towards each other, authority, etc., determines the mindset of their children. How you are as an adult, show courteous and respect towards others are their example. If a child right from the beginning is spoken to with the same politeness and consideration one would give an adult, he is usually a gently spoken child. Shouting parents make shouting children. Children deserve respect as well as adults. If they don't get respect, how are they going to know how to give it? Right? Parents should not get into the habit of being polite and courteous to children as well. You should never walk into a crowd of children and not greet them. And don't forget to ask how they are. How was their day? Are they enjoying themselves? Little tidbits of encouragement. Also tell them of things that happen to you in the course of a day. Adults should always remember to say please, thank you, excuse me. And if the circumstances arise, I am sorry when talking to youngsters. Also, never punish a child while in a bad frame of mind. Wait, cool down, and give yourself time to think, right? And an adult should never question a child that is not theirs in the business of his or her parents or relatives, or ask a child a question you wouldn't dare ask their parents. What's going on, BSD gamers? What's going on? How are you? Right now, we're in the Holy Tabernacles Guide for better living, purity, and neatness and maintenance of health. The topic is children, right? Now we just talked about how we should teach children. Now we're going to briefly touch about teenagers, how they should be taught, right? Teenagers, especially in recent years, feel that they inhabit a world of their own in which they can make their own rules. Parents who break through can make their teen sons and daughters realize the discourtesy to other people who also have rights when they are noisy in public or in other convenience or possession meant for general sharing. Even every teenager needs to be reminded to show respect and be courteous towards adults, and to be protective and kindly toward the younger and weaker, right? Teenagers rightly complain that parents nag. Nagging is irritating and virtually useless, particularly between parents and teenagers. Rather than nag, it's better to get their full attention first. Tell him or her once, and then perhaps leave written reminders of what you want him or her to do. It is more effective to tell a teenager that you know he has done something of which you disapprove than to ask him if he has done so. It is good to teach children to freely confess their wrongdoing, right? How everybody doing out there, man? This is Brother Def. Go check out the music. Go like, subscribe. Check out everything. Check out all our content. All streaming platforms. Don't forget to like, subscribe. This is for if you have children, if you're a child, or if you plan on having children, or you interact with children on a daily basis in your workplace or where you hang out or anything of that nature, right? All these things can be used. This is for a better living, a purity, neatness, and maintenance of health, right? Does the salvation still lie in the hands of the children? Around the globe, it is commonly agreed that the salvation of the world lies in the hands of your children. You must save the children. If you guide the curiosity, energy, and the innocence of the children towards the holy tablets and the laws, these children will lead you back to the Elohim. This is why instilling virtues, guidelines, and disciplines in the children at an early age is important. Women must understand their role in society and stop allowing the evil ones to make you feel that being a mother, teacher of your children, and a housewife is an inferior role for women. For example, after having a baby, they're quick to give you a pill to dry up your breast milk when they know that breastfeeding helps in the development of a healthy body and sound mind of the infant. The women must realize that she holds the key to the nation. The men are to provide for the mother and the children's material needs. He is to give emotional and spiritual support after the birth of a child. He is to love his offspring and establish a relationship with the baby before it is born. Many parents have been ruined by the immorality of living in the image and likeness of the beast, and they pick up these examples. The children that are being born today are extraordinarily alert, inquisitive, and intelligent. They sleep less, they walk early, are unable to learn faster. Therefore, their acuteness must be guided positively. They must be educated and cautioned against the evils of this steadily deteriorating society, right? How everybody doing out there? What's going on? What's going on? Brothers to Death in the building, doing a brief live feed about teaching our children from the Holy Tabernacles Guide for Better Living, Purity and Neatness and Maintenance of Health, right? Now, they must be informed of their true history and their purpose. They must be taught about the wells of becoming involved in the world and its dangers of its fair seeming attractions. The education must start at birth. In infancy, a child is in a most inquisitive and perspective stage in which he is highly in tune with his senses of touch, taste, and sight. These senses are so strong because the infant has not yet learned to formulate words for expression. Infants may not be able to tell you what they see, but they can let you know in other ways. The children's education is not only learning scriptures, they are taught many skills such as carpentry, sewing, cooking, etc., as well as their basic studies and etiquette, right? Playtime is also very important because it allows the child's imagination to flourish and his or her creative abilities to develop. Spend some time planning their leisures so that it will be educational as well as fun, right? How they should be celebrated and instill their meanings in the hearts and minds of the children. Childcare is very important for a healthy child. Babies from infancy to 2 years old should not be left alone in another room or in the care of anyone other than the parents or family members. From 2 to 7, they're like computers, right? And whatever is put in them becomes a part of their life. Around 7, their inherent imagination at this stage in their life, it is important that they get proper direction. Between 7 and 14, they are predominantly the kind of character they will be in life. And if a child grows up around lies, deceit, and trickery, then the child will become a conniving, deceitful liar. They cannot be trusted from the age of 14 on. It's when a child is taught to put away the myths and fables and begin to accept the facts of life. 15 to 19, they are taught to stop acting silly and to start to make vivid plans for their future. A child with too many responsibilities too soon inherited mental problems, and a child with not enough responsibilities becomes lazy. So balance their work habits and teach them that they have to earn what they get in life. They must taught that hard work pays off and appreciate what they have in life, value a family, and value themselves and respect their bodies. Children should be taught neatness, cleanness, and good manners. They should respect their elders and authority. They should be taught generosity, charity, and self-help. They need to learn the habit of work and fair dealing so they will appreciate all the little things in life and to begin all acting and thinking by using El Kalum. A child should never be left to think that he has gotten away with a thing. This breeds nonchalance and sneakiness. Objects such as belts, switches, coat hangers, extensions, cords, etc. are not advisable to use for the chastisement of children. However, chastisement is necessary for discipline, not to inflict harm or damage. Right? Let's see. All right, let's see. All right, well, guys, we're gonna stop there. So we just briefly went over the topic of children, the Holy Tabernacles Guide for the better living, purity, and neatness and maintenance of health. Right? Went over manners, how children should be taught, teenagers, does the salvation lie in the hands of children, and things of that nature, right? And then we talked about infancy briefly and things of that nature. So this video is very important for ourselves, for the future. You know what I mean? Because of the state of the world. You know what I mean? Once we're gone, our children and people's children are going to be the ones doing exactly the same thing we're doing now. Right? So with that being said, just want to say again, go like, subscribe, go check out all our music. Brothers to Death, we on all streaming platforms. Check out our music videos, go check out our freestyles, audio, interviews, vlogs, day in the life, food reviews, things of that nature. Just wanted to come briefly, tap in, do another lesson real quick. Again, the book is The Holy Tabernacles Guide for Better Living, Purity, and Neatness in the Maintenance of Health, right? With that being said, Kwame Yasharala, Baraka Thumb, Rabada Shikashe. All right? Peace and blessings. Brothers to Death, gone.